Sometimes I think I should just start out shadowed and in silhouette, and just sitting here like this, and zooms in like a news story. Or I should have cards and look like I'm doing something, like the newscasters are always pretending they're doing stuff, and be like, "Oh, we're on." Like I had no idea. And there are several people in my ear from the newsroom telling me we're on. Either way, I'm Sebastian from InvestComics.com and Famous Faces and Funnies, and this is FFFIC. These are comics, and I'm going to semi-review them. By semi, I mean, mostly I'm going to tell you what I thought of them, because there's a shitload of them, and I don't have nearly the time to get into all the nuances. Plus, despite being a small, petty man, I'm not pretentious enough to do that whole reviewer shtick where they sit there and they say, well, the subtle nuance, and I hate all that crap. Just, is it good, is it bad, whatever. Really? Is that so wrong? Possibly. Anyway, Archer and Armstrong, number 16, Valiant. So good. So good. It picks up. We've got Armstrong still feeling bad for his liaison with the love of Archer's life. But he's sobered up a bit, and they're ready to go look for a way to try and stop the sex civil war. So good. So funny. This book has a lot happen, and it's funny, but it's not like silly funny. I mean, some of it can be silly, but it's still like it works within it. It doesn't like take you out of it. You know what I mean? So is good. Is always good. Dayman number 2, Worth the Wait. Oh my goodness. Who writes this? Oh, Matt Gagnon. Matt Gagnon and Michael Allen Nelson. It's good. It's good. Brian Stilfree's art. Oh, so worth the wait. It's so gorgeous. This is like vampires as modern day crime families, kind of, and they have their daymen who are the people who are in charge of handling the day-to-day business and keeping them safe during the daytime when they are more, how you say, completely, totally freaking vulnerable. But this is like good crime drama, not heist, but more like crime drama, like this is like mafia of vampires, and it's so good. Also, it's so good. Have I mentioned that? It's just so good. Indestructible. Look, according to the cover blurb, George R.R. Martin likes it. So do you. But no, there's a world with superheroes. Okay? And this one lame ass goes to return a video and gets shot while flirting with the girl that works there. The video catches it and catches him wake up stunned and confused and kind of leave with his rented copy of Madden, the video game. But everyone assumes he took the bullet and has powers. He doesn't. He had a metal flask in his pocket, and the bullet took that. He doesn't even realize it. So now everyone thinks he's this invulnerable superhero, and they have him on the news, and he's already got, groupies coming after him for, they want to stoop the superhero. They've got, police coming after him to find out what happened. His best friend really wants to be the best friend of the superhero, and everyone thinks he's invulnerable, but he's not. So of course, as other supervillains and superheroes begin to come into his world, they all think he's invulnerable, but he's not. That's awesome. It's called Indestructible, because why wouldn't you call it that? And I believe it's a miniseries, but it's so good. This is Jeff Klein and art by Javi Garan and Salvi Garcia. So good. Lunita by Amigo. Lunita number 1. I didn't even remember ordering this because I'm me. So this is 1 of 4. Really, really good. I wasn't sure what to expect. Really nice, really nice cartoony art by, let's see, by who? By Sergi San Julian or Sergi San Julian, I don't know. Whoever he is, he's freaking good. Xavier Morel doing the writing. Really good. Lunita's kind of a witch. There's a lot of weird supernatural going on. They got a mermaid that they're torturing to collect her tears and selling the tears as like a drug in Europe. You can buy mermaid's tears. They call it the blue tears. Because I guess mermaid tears seemed a little too unbelievable, but they tortured this mermaid by showing her pictures of like water pollution. and she cries, and they gather her tears out, and it's really well done. And the art, like I said, it's just really, it's like a, almost like a cross between, like, cartoon animated style and Umberto Ramos style. If you can believe it, a little less exaggerated than Umberto Ramos, but nonetheless, really, really good, and really, really cute. I like it. Huntress Power Girl, World's Finest, number 18. Powers are a problem. Huntress has to take out somebody Power Girl has to take out this big monster guy in a very Huntress style, only without any of Huntress's training, because her powers are on the fritz, and this kicks off for leads us up to the next issue that's going to kick off the meet between Huntress and Power Girl and Superman and Batman. So it'll be World's Finest meets World's Finest. See, I don't know if you could tell by the way I said it that the apostrophe moved between World's Finest and World's Finest. See how that? Yeah. Superman, Wonder Woman, Zod. Either Zod is not starting out as psychotic as we know and love Zod to be, or he's really good at selecting what he says, because he's totally covered in Wonder Woman's "I'll make you tell the truth" lasso, and it's just kind of like, no, I'm good, it's okay, relax, calm down, everybody, I'm not here to cause trouble, and I kind of assume you can't lie under that, so I guess he's not ready to be the Zod we know and loathe yet. Nobody has to kneel before him, but it's got vibe in it, so it's awesome. Cataclysm, Ultimate Comics, Spider-Man. Holy crap, big reveal at the end. This was so damn good. I'll be said when it's over. Protocol Orphans number 2 from Boom. That's like my review. I love this book. I love this book. It's like a heist, kind of. Only, this is the one I told you last time. This has the secret organization of like spy, thief, espionage-ness, and the people on the screen that are in charge of everything are called the grandparents. The handlers for the agents are called parents, and they all answer to dad. Dad's in charge, and they're the orphans, and they were literally orphans who were taken and trained to be like deadly assassin ninja crazies. One of them is actually a sociopath, and he's problematic. Couple of them may be carrying on a little liaison. They're not really related, so just because they answer to someone named Dad and they're all considered, almost siblings, it's not creepy, and probably adds a little bit to the It's a little naughty sounding. But anywho, the art is gorgeous. The story is fantabulous. This is really good. The Sixth Gun. Just gonna hug it. I love this book. You should love this book. Read this book. Buy the trades. Read the book. Read this book. I'm tired of having to break down and tell you every month why you should read this book.
It's not every month. Sometimes they take time off because Cullen Bunn's writing a lot of things and he doesn't know you have time and it's him.
Shut up. You know what I damn well mean. Every time this comes out, I tell you, this is like the greatest book you're not reading. It continues to be the greatest book, so why should it continue to be the one you're not reading? Read this. You let, fearless defenders die. I'll forgive you. It's tough. It's tough. I'm good. Read this one. Suicide Squad, origin of King Shark and his dad. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty damn cool. Also, this is like the origin of King Shark, the origin of King Shark's dad, and the origin of, is it Belle Reve? Yeah, of Belle Reve. So, it's like origin, big scary monster, origin bigger scarier monster dad, origin prison for big scary monsters. Impressive, most impressive. But you're not Arkham Asylum yet. Also, we find out what the Thinker wanted OMAC for. He home activates that guy with a little Doc Ock like mind swap. And holy the crap, this is and you have a pissed off Deadshot underneath a mountain. So that happens. Harley versus James Gordon Jr. This book continues to be one of the... Oh, it's Matt Kind. Hi, Matt Kind. Continues to be one of the things I like about Das New 52. Forever Evil, Arkham War, Bane dresses up in Batman's clothes, and what the hell? Also, I don't think Killer Croc is dead, but let's just say it doesn't go well for him. Just say it, because I like Killer Croc. And personally, I think Killer Croc should have just, eaten Bane. So, there's that. Superior Foes of Spider-Man. This book is so good. Just read it. This book is so good. You've got, there's so many things happening, and yet nothing happening. And it's pure awesomeness constantly happening. I don't know how else to tell you. You just need to read this, because you need to read this. Inhumanity, The Awakening. Meh. Matt Kind, I just loved him over there. I'm mehin over here. It has a lot of characters I really like. It's got, Quentin Quire. It's got the non-off of the island, the non-Avengers Arena, Avengers Academy kids. It even has, for some reason, I don't know what the hell goes on. Maybe it's a flashback. I didn't quite fully understand what was going on at that point, because it seemed to look flashbacky, but at the same time seemed to be within modern timey. But look, there's Metal looking not so dead. Making me sad, because he's actually the exact opposite. He's totally dead. But, it is what it is. Batgirl number 26, the end of the Wanted story. Got a big bat symbol, and then, a bat that holds her cape on. There's a bat over a bat. I never noticed that before. I didn't even notice it till just now. That's the only reason I'm talking about it. Really well done. Gail knows the way around Gotham. She just does. You get some great Babs and, Babs as Batgirl, so Gordon doesn't know it's Babs, but Babs and Jim Gordon moments. Really well done. Nice closure all the way around, both to the story and to the circumstances, at least for now. And a really great thank you, Gail Simone, for this line. She goes to reveal her identity to her father, who just turns around and he doesn't want to know who the hell Batgirl is. And he says, "Do you think I'm a fool? I'm a cop, a good cop. If I'd wanted to know who was under all those capes, I would make it my business. I'm not going to arrest you for now, but you aren't welcome here ever." Right? So he comes out and says, yeah, there's people under masks, and I could very easily figure out who the hell you are. And I may even have some suspicions as to who the hell some of you are. Though clearly probably not her. I think he wouldn't be quite as unforgiving. However, he's like, look, I can figure this out if I want to. I'm not just some schmuck walking a beat. I'm Jim motherfucking Gordon. It doesn't really say it. I'm the goddamn commissioner. That'd be awesome. But he's like, look, I can figure this out if I wanted to. I ain't stupid, but I'm not, because I just don't want to get that involved. So, thank you for that. That's good. Nova number 11. I continue to like the new Nova, despite the fact I wanted to hate the new Nova. Damn you, Marvel. I don't know why my reviews are so musical today, but in the music. Wolverine and the X-Men is ending, but then we'll get Wolverine and the X-Men. Crazy. It's good. We get Wolverine and Cyclops teamed up. I like this poor sap who's part of the takedown. There's a whole convoluted thing where S.H.I.E.L.D. is trying to take down the mutants, but S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't actually S.H.I.E.L.D., and Dazzler's not Dazzler, she's Mystique, and it's all very complicated and very hard for me to keep straight, because it happens in this book and in Uncanny X-Men, and I don't always remember what the hell's happening, and I keep forgetting that Dazzler's not always actually Dazzler, but this reminded me. So now you know that. But there's this guy. They call him like Try Joe or Try Joey or whatever. Yeah, Try Joey. He's a SHIELD agent, pretending to be a mutant by taking a thing that gives him like 3 faces. He takes this serum or whatever. I like this poor guy, and he's in this. He's torn between genuinely liking the school and the mutants and his mission, and things started to turn badly all around by the end of this. Really, really good. I'm hoping that the new series, Wolverine and the X-Men, is as good as the old series, Wolverine and the X-Men, because I love this book. Don't you ever take it from me. Girls' Night Out, Uncanny X-Men, everybody goes shopping. Some great Emma Frost moments, and I don't really like Emma Frost. I liked her as a villain in so much as I didn't like her and thought she should be a villain. I don't like her even more as a good guy and really think she should be a villain. But there's some good moments, and it's got some inhumanity in here. It's got all the girls shopping. It's got Jean Grey saying, I've been, we need to go shopping. I've been wearing this outfit since like 1963, because she has. But yeah, it is my favorite moment. Is they walk in and they didn't wake up. They went to Magic because they were afraid to go ask Emma Frost if they could go shopping. And Magic's like, why didn't you go ask Emma? And like, because she's scarier than you. You're nicer. And she's like, I'm the nice one, because she's a fucking demon. And they're like, yeah, well, she told us to never wake her. So they walk in, and this is how Emma Frost sleeps. And it says, oh wow, Miss Frost sleeps like a toddler. And they're like, yeah, a toddler dressed like a teenager. Because clearly she's got some issues with her own actual age as a 30-something-year-old woman who dresses like a 15-year-old and sleeps like a 3-year-old. So, there's that. But this was good. Justice League 3000. I didn't hate it. I probably would have loved this book if they had kept Kevin Maguire, because it's Giffen, DeMatteis, and Kevin Maguire. And let's face it, Kevin Maguire is my favorite part of that triptych. I like that whole triptych, but the Maguire part. Oh, so I mean, not Porter. He's Porter. This is not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but that was the hook. I had ordered it the first time around. I didn't order this one, and I'm okay with not having ordered it. It's I don't know what. It's interesting, but I don't know that I need to see. No full memory, having weird. We're not sure what they are. Some kind of experiment they keep hinting at, but it's them, but it isn't them. Justice League. We've already got Ultraman in the current DC universe. I don't need a Superman who's a dick. But I got one. So there's that. There's these kids. They call them the Wonder Twins, but they're like Terry and Terry, but one with a Y and one with an I, and they kind of run the show on Planet Cadmus. I don't know. I mean, I'll give it some time to see if it gels into something that I can truly enjoy. But at the moment, it's just kind of okay.
Slightly confused.
But what also confuses me is Superboy number 25. But see, there's no Legion. They're in the thousands, but there's no Legion. There's some same kind of concepts that have been talked about. Legion-esque, because we know Giffen knows his Legion future, so there's some same kind of concept. There's no Legion. They led us to believe that the Legion of Superheroes book was an Earth 2 Legion of Superheroes. Enter Superboy number 25. Connell is dead. Just started to like him, he's dead. Jonathan Kent wakes up and is like, I'm gonna kill Wonder Girl. But, oh shit, I'm weaker than I thought. I'll play along. And then everyone thinks he's Jonathan Kent. He has part of Jonathan. I mean, everyone thinks he's Con-El. He has part of Con-El's memory. He apparently also has some kind of telepathy. I'd love it if they put him in this costume, though. Just saying. He can use his TK to turn semi-invisible and bend light. He's got all sorts of Jonathan Kent, Kent advantages. But up till now, we've been told that he's the son of Superman and Lois Lane from a future. Now they say in here that father source pure Kryptonian Superman, mother source multiple identified what the hell is it? Multiple identified mother DNA, yeah, contributing. Says his mother's DNA indicates multiple strands, all meta. So apparently his mother is multiple. Oh, John's got many moms, huh? Okay. Anyway, to isolate the donors, no comparable DNA on file. So multiple strands, all meta. I don't know how Lois Lane would be multiple metahuman DNA. Also, he tries to find out what was Connor Kent's biggest contribution. Apparently he's in the future while he's finding all this out. And Connor Kent, in approximate 1,000 years, Khan will be instrumental in forming warrior group known as Legion of Superheroes. They will become greatest peacekeeping force in history. So it shows some members of the Legion. And apparently in 1,000 years, the Legion is formed in New 52 continuity by Connor Kent, by Con-El, who is dead. So I don't know what the hell is happening. I gave this a shot because I love the concept of Superboy. I loved Connor Kent's Superboy. I just started to like Con-El. I was hoping that maybe, Marv Wolfman, maybe we could get this Jonathan Kent to have a less convoluted mess of a... But no, they should just rename him. Forget Con-El and John. They should just name him Con-Vel Looted. Should be, because somehow his origin background has gotten even more... Superboy in New 52 is like post-crisis Hawkman.
Ooh.
It's just... So, thank you for turning my favorite character in the DC Universe into a fucking migraine. Thank you. I'll just bring Ted Kord back and shoot him in the face while you're at it. Just finish me off, bitches. Batman number 26. Awesome! It's weird. I don't like the super books in the DC universe, and I don't, and I love but I'm loving all the Batman. I have my favorite Marvel books. I don't read, but I'm loving all the X books. In like the last 3 years, I've shifted all my paradigms. Craziness. But yeah, this is really, really good. We get some more Gordon versus Bruce, and I think Bruce may... It seems to indicate to me that Bruce only thinks he knows why he doesn't like Gordon, and that Gordon's eventually going to tell him, yeah, you'll remember, this is how it actually went down, and this is why I was doing what I was doing, and I think that'll be how they patch some things out. But this guy, the bone stuff, it's creepy as hell. So this is good.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
The real one, Peter Parker. Inside his own head and body. That's a plus. That Winter story was super, super good. This one has what do we have? Oh, the Byrne story. Holy crap! There's some cool stuff going on in here, and the backup story is the Black Cat with art by Emma Rios. So it's art by Emma Rios. Yeah. These are great. I'm totally gonna get the trade of these 700 point whatever stories when they put that out. And it's just so nice to see Spidey again. Spidey, I missed you. Please come back to me. But we lose a Spider as Spider Hero becomes Ronin. We know it's Blade. Ha 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 ha. There are some hints here that would have let you know it was Blade anyway. Or at least let most people figure out it's Blade anyway. But we already know, so now it's easier to pick up on the hints. Because it's like working backwards. First you know the answer, then you find the hints and go, oh, that was a hint. So it's nice. It's like watching a movie a second time for the first time. Make sense? Probably not, but it should. I like this book. I really like this book. I like this book. Superior Spider-Man is a multi-layered character, more than I thought he would be. Except sometimes, like in this, they focus more on the dick aspect of it, and I think sometimes they take it a little too far. I don't think they quite hit the Doc Ock Spidey as... I mean, he's not the deepest character in the universe. I mean, it's Doc Ock under there. But he is more nuanced than is hit upon in here. It's still funny, the way they handle him in here. But I like it's the nuance that's really winning me over to the Otto Spidey.
I am so sad this is over. And it was sad too. But it was called Deathmatch, so I didn't think it was going to end very happy to begin with.
But this is like one of those arena Hunger Games with superpowers stories that was just done so well. This is the one, folks, that lets you go, okay, this is why we read those stories. So good. Is Nightwing being all Nightwingy because his title hasn't caught up yet to the fact that he's in deep doo-doo in the Forever Evil story. But this is good. And if you're Nightwing and you have roommates, Nightwing is like the way Kyle Higgins writes Nightwing is it makes up for not having new Peter Parker stories because he writes Dick Grayson like good Peter Parker. As much as he's got like, you know, the old, oh, I ended up with roommates and I go out and they close the window and now how am I supposed to sneak in? This is like vintage Peter Parker stuff. But without like, it's not like it's retreading. It's just really well done and really good. So, they better not do anything too bad to him in Forever Evil because I like my Nightwing. Justice League America, hey, it's Kent. That guy's everywhere. This is really good. You get a lot of New 52 origin for Stargirl. You get Martian Manhunter constantly trying to snap her out of her little reverie and get things going. And then you get, you know, out of the frying pan into the fire kind of stuff going on. It's très bien. Really good. This is Justice League number 25. Wow. This is like, despite the fact that the cover shows, you know, Nightwing versus Ultraman, mostly what we have here is Owlman Earth 3 Origin. Really, really good. Gorgeous. I mean, the art, who drew this? It's Doug Monk. So good. And the story is so good, the art is so good. This, oh. I love it. Uncanny. This is like a heist book meets the concept of heroes. Not the actuality of heroes, because heroes went downhill quickly. This seems to be picking up and getting better and better and better. And I really like this. Dynamite's got a winner on this. But it's, you know, it's Andy Diggle, so you already knew that this is très bien. But yeah, this is, you got, you know, people with powers, you got an organization trying to get their hands on them, and but there's, you know, also like, you know, they were pulling their scams and operating their stuff, and now they're caught up in a bigger thing, and it's just really, really good, and I want to see where the rest of this goes. This, I mean, they send me these to review, but I ordered the trade for this because I want to have this to be able to read as one whole packet, you know, instead of the monthly piece by piece, because it's just that good. Pathfinder number 12. I still really like Pathfinder. Two different artists in here, very different styles. Kind of made me go, and huh. And also they're both very different styles from the style from the issue before. But still really good. And the story and these characters, I'm in. I got a fantasy comic that I really, really love. Yay. And like, yay. Deja Thoris number 33 has a really great cover. Doc Savage, Man of Bronze. It's a lie. This is before he's a Man of Bronze. This is just Dr. Savage. Is good, and they explain that what they're doing is this takes place before all of Doc Savage's previous, the original old school pulp Doc Savage stories, and the next issue will take place right after the last of his original Golden Age pulp stuff, and will continue his adventures from there. So this was a hint of, and will tie into the story that they're going to kick off with. Seeds for it started before Doc Savage was the Doc Savage we know. And there's some clever visuals, like this little metal skull cap he had to wear for a reason, that basically gives the look of that Doc Savage hairline that he has once he goes metal. So so that was pretty cool. And is Chris Robertson? And I'm not sure who the art is. I'm so gonna fuck this up, and I'm sorry, because you're a good artist, and I shouldn't do whatever I'm about to do to your name. Looks like maybe Bilquis, Evely, Bilquis, depending on if they're if you want to pronounce that as, is really really good, and I enjoyed it. Let's see, this is Paragon from SHN, the Superhero Network Entertainment Group. This is Paragon 1B. Apparently there's also a 1A, but they only sent me 1B. Says that there's two stories from same story from two different angles, two different points of view. I've only got the 1B one. It was good, very interesting. It's all, the artwork is all primarily two color. It's all in like a silvery gray and blue, and it's all colored in. It's all markered. And they did some really cool shading with the markers. The story itself is interesting, little rough on like dialogue and just general smoothness. It's not fully polished, but I didn't expect that from from so small press, self-published a book. $2.99, so cheaper than most of the things. It's good. It's a superhero. This is gives you an origin, and there's a phone around here somewhere. But it gives you an origin for this character and how he came up with his name, and he gets his abilities, and then he meets a woman who he helps the woman, and she tells him that this is what he needs to do, and it's good. It's a good first issue. I'd like to see more, so hopefully when they do some more, they'll throw some more my way. I actually had this for a while and read it a while ago, and then between the holidays and everything else, and he sent me another email, and I was like, oh crap, and I hunted down and was actually able to find where I sat something, which, if you know me, you'll realize is a Christmas miracle. In Crowd number 4, really good. Esquivel can write, and he's the reason I jumped on for this. You get, if you killed somebody's father, if you're a supervillain and you killed a superhero kid's father, don't start your conversations off with that kid with things like, hey, I don't get to say this enough, but you really look like a man I killed, years ago. He's like, that was my dad. Don't do it. It's antagonizing. Critter number 17 seems to be running on a kind of power upgrade at the moment, and she is majorly kick-ass. So status quo game changer for Critter. That was my announcer voice, in case you didn't know. Really good. 80s Undead hurts me physically, especially if I do this. So don't do that. But it's over. So Standard. This head's falling. Standard is just really good. I don't know what else to tell you. This is 4 of 6, so it's not over yet. I get more. But read this. It's très bien. Batman Little Gotham is always great because it's Batman Little Gotham-y, and it's got Damian, and I like Damian. Dead Body Road is probably really good, but I forgot to read it, so I'm not going to review it for you. Harbinger number 19. Valiant, it just knocks everything out of the park. Um, evil fake Peter. This, they've got a beholder cam. It's there's stuff going on. They're in a world inside their own heads, and it's kind of coming crashing down around them, and it's just really good. Read that. Let's see. To wrap things up, now that we've gone like 8 years, and everyone who started watching this is dead. Leaving Megalopolis by Gail Simone and what the hell's Calafiore's first name? Why do I never remember these things? Probably because covers only ever say last names, and I don't always bother finding out first names. But Jim, this was a tough name to remember. Same team that did the Secret Six that everybody loved. They did this through Kickstarter, and one of the friends and fans of the show, one of the 3 fans of the show, Dennis Strasberg, left this here at the store for me to read. He pledged on Kickstarter. This is really good. If you liked them on Secret Six, you're gonna like them on this, because it's dark and twisted with whatever. There's Megalopolis was the safest place you could live because it had all the superheroes, till it wasn't safe anymore, when they just go nuts and they just start killing everything, and you've got people trying to get out, and it's really like it's like Escape from New York meets what's the Justice League book based on the video game where they go nuts?
Injustice.
Yeah, Escape from New York meets Injustice before Injustice happened, and just really, really cool. But it's that kind of, concept-wise, it's that kind of a mashup. So yeah, imagine trying to escape from New York if A, you're not Snake Plissken, you're normal people, and B, all the people in New York that are after you tend to have crazy ass superpowers. Really, really good, really well done, and just nicely bound, very gorgeous book. Now this, the book from HarperCollins over here. This is by Nick Cole, and it's 3 novels collected into one. It's called The Wasteland Saga. It's got The Old Man in the Wasteland, The Savage Boy, and The Road is a River. The 3 tie into each other. They're separate stories, but The Old Man in the Wasteland happens, then The Savage Boy, and then you get to The Road is a River, where the old man from Old Man and the Savage Boy cross paths. So well done. It's a some of the intense craziness of a post-apocalyptic Mad Max world meets a lot more of the emotional, character-driven stories of The Road, the book or the movie, and really well done. I took my time reading this, not because I wanted to take, not because I didn't want to just fly through it, but because I was savoring it. It's really, really good. Most of it is, each story is kind of, for the most part, single point of view, but every now and then it will switch out when to give you a little bit of somebody else's point of view. You even get some point of views of animals. You get the point of view of some wolves in a wolf pack, the point of view of some lions in the Nevada desert, because once the zoo and some of the casinos were disrupted, the lions got out, and they've been doing quite well for themselves in in this area. So you've got like packs of lions running through Nevada and Arizona. So it's really, really good, really touching. I won't say that it's always happy, because it really isn't, but it's really powerful and is always satisfying. So this was really, really good. I love this book. And now, if you're still there to hit stop on this, I'll let you do that. Otherwise, you can just let it end out like it does on, when a video ends on the computer, it just ends and it gives you little boxes of stuff. So I miss you already.